All right, everybody, welcome back. Now we're going to talk about the compass model and some of the different forms that are used with doing the compass model. Here we have a case study provided by the collaborative model for promoting competence and success with students with autism spectrum disorders, okay? So what we have going on here is we have a list of the students' preferences and their interests, their likes and dislikes. Teachers have been doing this for a long time. With students who are not on the spectrum or who do not have exceptionalities, a lot of times we do this in the form of an interest inventory. In the case of students with exceptional needs, sometimes we have to think outside of the box to get this kind of data collection, okay? And younger kids, an interest inventory might be putting out a bunch of different possibly motivating items and seeing what the kid chooses, seeing how long they engage with that activity, seeing what they do with it. So if I put out a choo-choo train, a car, and a coloring book, then I'm going to see which one the kid goes to first. I'm going to see, do they play with it appropriately? Are they coloring pages? Are they grooming? Or are they lining them up in a row? What kind of things are they doing? How long are they spending on it? Is it holding their attention for 30 seconds or is it holding their attention for 5 minutes? And that can kind of get you an idea of activities. Because a lot of times when we have students come in and we're working with students, especially students with autism spectrum disorder, a lot of times parents don't know what their interests are outside of one or two, very specific interests. So we're trying to stretch it. And that can be true too with students who are nonverbal and students who have developmental disabilities and intellectual disabilities. All right, then we look at their strengths. Again, we're looking at who's giving us the information. Is it a teacher? Is it a parent? Is it who's doing it? That's the caregiver or a teacher. And we're seeing what they're saying about that student. Memory, he never forgets some things. He learns new tasks quickly, good eye contact with familiar adults. Anything that can be put in the positive box should be, because a lot of times we spend so much time working on students' weaknesses. Parents can sometimes feel like we're not being culturally sensitive and we're not being sensitive to the needs in the home because we're focused so much on what the child can't do, and we're looking at deficits where parents want to be looking at the positives a little bit more, and they want to see how we can make those positives expand. All right, we've got frustrations, we've got fears, and then we get to some of the technical stuff like personal management, adaptive skills, responding to others, understanding group behaviors, things like picking up and cleaning up and straightening and putting away things, participating with the group, understanding community expectations, knowing who's a stranger and who's not. Um, then we also have things like problem behavior. This could be acting impulsively without thinking, hitting others. This could be breaking stuff, screaming, yelling. We have a lot of problem behaviors that are operationally defined so we know what we are looking for and we can see it as a verb so that we can actually see whether or not that student has those issues. After that, we have social skills, and those are listed under S for a strength and W for a weakness. Okay. Do they look toward a person who's talking to them? Do they accept others being close to them? Are they initiating sounds that the people are making? Are they imitating? Are they initiating, reciprocal play, that kind of stuff? Are they sharing toys? Then we have communication skills, the things that they can make a request for. A lot of time we have students, especially younger ones, who have done man training, and so you have them making requests for food a lot of the time, or specific toys, or a specific activity, but they're not actually trying to incorporate conversation or ask how a person's doing, or they don't care. They just want their toy. They want to go on the walk. They want to get some water. They want to get some Cheez-Its. So all of that's listed in here. So as you can see, it's very extensive, and this allows for a better look at what's going to be needed for inclusion. You got your sensory challenges here. You got sight and vision, touch, tactile. Everything is broken down by sensory mechanism. So that's very, very helpful. And then we also have a list of sensory supports like liking music, anything they like to touch, any textures they enjoy. And then you have your learning skills. So you have all these things broken down for the teachers who are going to be implementing inclusion. And this is going to be very helpful.